host Tel 1 at Gibbo Stadium. Tel 1 were now under the tutelage of Matsibaba Sol Chaminuka. Yes, parting ways Tel 1 did just a couple of days back with Jompano Hebet Marua. Although I thought Marua was going to turn things around, but anyway, the hierarchy at Tel 1 felt otherwise. And then at Baobab, Madamburo, Ngezi Platinum should be fancied to steamroll past Manika Diamonds, the strugglers, the Gem Boys. But you never know. But so, we'll keep you updated there. But just a quick one, Jose. Matsibaba Sol Chaminuka arriving at Tel 1. And he's got a baptism of fire against a rejuvenated Triangle United under Loza Lloyd Chitembwe.
Yes, if you look at the two teams, I think they're facing contrasting fortunes. If you look at the way Tel 1 played last season, they were actually one of the teams that were in the top half of the log table. But I don't know what happened within Tel 1 this season, that their ship suddenly turned around and now they are fighting relegation as early as the 10th game. And of course, Jompano has been relieved of his duties. Now Sol Chaminuka has come in. And I know there's been some voices within football streets that didn't give much confidence. That didn't have much confidence in Sol Chaminuka. So we wait to see if he's going to come in and then turn things around and maybe just work maybe on the mentality of the players at Tel 1 and hopefully help them redeem themselves. But look at the flip side now. Look at Triangle. They've robbed in Coach Loza Chitembwe, who for me is one shrewd tactician who has come in and actually turned the ship around the Triangle. They've posted maybe inconsistent results, but somehow they are now stable. They can now start working their way up the log table. But it's going to be an interesting encounter, but I don't know if we can expect much from Sol Chaminuka today. It's his first day, so it might not be. It might not work out. Maybe if he's going to be on the bench, that is, I'm not sure.
Right, okay. So we will keep you updated on those three games. Now, yes, you were waiting for it. A lot of people love this part. This is the part where we transport you into the coaches' minds to find out what they are thinking ahead of this crucial encounter. And like always, we started with the home coach. That's Muchina Majusi, Norman Mapesa. Then we found out what Mandla Lulu Pofu of Simba Bhora had to say. Take a listen. Enjoy.
Preparations. We have very good preparations. You know, I think since the beginning of April until today, this was the only time we had about 4 or 5 days of training. You know, but I can't complain. We did train very well, and definitely we're training with in mind this game which we're going to play this afternoon. We know exactly the challenge we're going to face. We're playing a quality side. If you look at their last game against FC, they managed to get 3 goals. You can tell that they're a very organized side.
We did well during the course of the week, I think. And anticipating that we are playing defending champions, you know, they had a first start, if I might say. We had mixed results, if I might say also, and I will take maybe the positive from the last 2 games that we played, where we managed to score 5 goals in 2 games. That was very, very, very positive. And I might say, if we can build from the previous 2 games that we played, I think we can take the game to the wire. We can maybe surprise our opponents as much as possible. But again, big game, you know, for us, very, very big game. But to be counted, I think, and to make sure that we close the gap and be with the leading pack, I think it's a game that we need to play today and win it.
Right. I don't know if you can make out what the Scotland supporters are singing about. They are singing one of the popular folklore songs. Anzi, Memauri wesipeya. That's what they are singing. Memo. Right. I've just heard it on good authority from the president of the Zimbabwe Soccer Coaches Association, because all coaches pass through him. And that's Coach Bex Bekimpilonyoni. He's just said to me, legendary, Sol Chaminuka hasn't officially taken over at Tel 1. He's finalizing the contract for today's game. Is going to be handled by Charles Mutero, who was the assistant to Herbert Jompano Marua. So many thanks to Ziska president, who is here just making that official for us. So Matsibaba will only take over officially the next game. Let's just quickly talk about the battle at Emagumeni. And the Gamecocks beaten 2 weeks in a row. And today they'll want to vent their anger upon Dinamo Dimbari.
Yes, Gamecocks things are not really going well, and I'm sure he has been working to make sure that he collects 3 points and to make matters worse. I know Tonde doesn't want to be beaten by Dynamos. He will do everything to make sure that he collects 3 points against Dynamos.
Why is that? Why is that?
He's a former Dynamos coach. I know their strengths, their weaknesses, their tactics, all their secrets. So I can always use that to get the points. But also for Dynamos, Mangombe has been doing very, very well, especially defensively, midfield. I think he just needs to improve on finishing. And Emagumeni has been a very good hunting ground for Dynamos. And it might not be surprising to see Dynamos collecting 3 points against Chicken Inn today.
Right. Well, we'll be getting predictions from these two analysts just now. I'll tell you what. Why don't I ask them now? I bet you are waiting to hear what I will say. Just hang on. Let's find out first from Jose. Prediction.
Difficult to call, but I think Scotland are going to get this one on a 2-1 scoreline. Yeah, I'm giving 2-1 to Scotland.
Listen closely. You did that. 2-1 to Scotland. Let's find out from Coach Bex.
1-0 to Scotland. 1-0 to Scotland.
So you're waiting for me, yeah? You're waiting for me. I'll tell you what. I don't think Simba Bhora will win. I think it's going to be a 1-all draw. Let's see if I'm going to be right the third time around. I was right last Sunday, the previous one at Emagumeni Cape Highlanders. I was right yesterday. I don't know if I'm going to be right again. I think it's going to be 1-1. Right. We've already talked, Jose, about the dangerous players. Let's start with the home team first. Kama Billiard on one side. Harrison Masina on the other side. What is it going to take for Kama Billiard to shrug off? Because Lulu will have told him about Kamaldinho. What do you think will be going through his mind, Kamaldinho? He's just 1 goal behind the registrar, Ralph Kaundera.
Yeah, well, I think Kama Billiard will not be going into this game chasing the records. For me, he's one experienced player. We've seen it all. He's been in the trenches. I think he will want to come in and just do his game. But a word of warning to Simba Bhora. If they want to focus on Kama Billiard, they might run the risk of letting other outlets open, and then they can be damaged. But Kama Billiard coming into this game, I don't think in the back of his mind will be chasing records, because he has done it all, he has seen it all. He will just come and do his thing. And Kama Billiard can take ownership of any fixture and lift the team to glory. So he might come in with a goal or two, even an assist here and there, but he's very influential in the attacking third for Scotland. So it's a player to watch for Scotland.
Player to watch. You have already heard the predictions. 2-1 Scotland, 1-0 Scotland, 1-1 Iniwe Boro. Right, enough of that. Let's just join the action proper in a couple of moments. We're now crossing to the commentary box to be joined by, yes, one Liverpool supporter, one Manchester United supporter. Let's join DJ Stanley Katsande, who's sitting alongside Sparrow Spencer Nyamazao. We'll be talking to you at halftime. Scotland, Maviravira, taking on Simba Bhora, Chinu Chedu.
Thank you, Charles, and welcome to Rufaro Stadium, where Scotland, the defending champions, are taking on Simba Bhora from Shamba. Of course, Scotland won the league last season in their debut season in the Premier League, and they matched the Black Rhinos' record of winning the league in their debut season. They did that way back in 1984. Scotland, of course, lining up well this afternoon with most of their players. We'll be telling you more about them. I think Norman Mapeza is satisfied with what is happening, giving a chance to 1 or 2 youngsters before facing a top-class side like Simba Bhora, former winners of this tournament. They won it under the tutelage of Tondera Indiraya, who has since moved over to Chikanin now in Bulawayo. It promises to be a very, very exciting encounter, given the fact that these two teams are owned by two gentlemen who are more like brothers. That's Honorable Scott Sakanya and Simba Ndoro of Shamba. And in the commentary box with me is Spencer Nyamazawa. Spencer, taking a look at these two teams today. Who is your money on as they come out of the dugout?
Well, Scotland will start off as favourites. I mean, they've got an array of players that can carry the day. I mean, your Walter Msona, Kama Billiard, Knowledge Msona, Timon Machope, Abu Bakar Moffat. I mean, they've got a studded lineup that can take the day for Scotland on any day. But Simba Bhora themselves will not be outdone. They've got Tichana Chipunza in the middle of the park, full of experience. He can also help Simba Bhora. He won the league with Simba Bhora. Also did well with Dynamos. So he's one player to look out for from Simba Bhora.
Oh, yes, indeed. As the two teams are now coming across now for the start of proceedings here at Rufaro Stadium. That big fellow who's running behind is William Tole, the Malawian national goalkeeper. He is one of the top goalkeepers this afternoon, William Tole, as we now prepare and pause to sing the national anthem. Simba Bhora in purple and Scotland in all white. It's time for the national anthem. That was our national anthem, Simunzai Mureza wa Zimbabwe. And it has energized everyone here at Rufaro Stadium with looking at the crowd. The Vietnam end reasonably populated today, and the same goes for the side away to my left here at Rufaro, the city end, where the Simba Bhora fans are housed. And the Mbare end, of course, not as much as it was yesterday, but it is a very good one this afternoon. And taking a look at our match officials today They are looking immaculate. My word, I haven't seen our referees look so good, Spencer.
I mean, that's a high top brand that they're wearing, Puma, and they're well dressed, and it's encouraging to see that they're also improving the league and meeting the standards. They're well dressed, and let's see how this match will pan out.
And I just hope that they will be able to reflect the goodness of their attire. These are the match officials: Lloyd Mapanje, Polite Dube, Oscar Bume, and thanks Nyahuye as the fourth match official, and of course, veteran Tendai Bwanya is the match commissioner. Simba Bhora in white. As we take a look at them from above, they are on your right. Simba Bhora. What you see there in the far end there is the Mbare end. Simba Bhora are now into a huddle, and this is Scotland lineup, and we can see that young Kingsley Mureremba has found his way back into the team, and Shidolo is one of those players sacrificed. He sits on the bench, and of course their top goal scorer Machope Timon is also on the bench, and it looks like Norman Mapeza is down to serious business. Let's wait and see how the team in white will be able to deal with their opponents this afternoon. That's Simba Bhora, who are lining up with William Tolle, the Malawian, in between the sticks. A very good goalkeeper indeed. Butela Zengube, the veteran, still in the side. Lawrence Chazia, Ishmael Nyani, and Abe Kennedy, the Namibian, is a part of our proceeding with Masina Harrison and Blessing Dereki, as well as Tevin Naweb, as the players that they should watch very carefully. Referee Lloyd Mapanje just allowing the two teams to go through their pre-match rituals before allowing the match to get underway, as Simba Bhora in purple are preparing to break their huddle, just allowing the captain to complete the formalities. And Mapanje now summons both sides to get this game underway. It promises to be an exciting encounter in prospect. These are well-funded teams in the country at the moment. There's no one who will complain of anything in terms of funding. So we can expect a big battle, Spencer, because these two teams are both armed to the teeth.
Definitely well sponsored and well looked after. Yes, there may be one or two cases in a few teams that are not doing well financially, but these two teams, we cannot say that. We can actually tell you that these teams are well funded, and a lot to be expected from these two teams. They know each other from last season.
Yes, Mapanje says let's go. And the kickoff from Kamabiliat is Scotland start off by giving each other a feel of the ball. Kevin Moyo, the ever-present Kevin Moyo, wearing jet number 24, picking up possession, and he decides to give Nelson Chajga a feel of the ball as well. But Simba Bhora now are closing in. Here they come with Mureremba Kingsley. Moffat Abubakar. There is a played wide by Knowledge Msona. Now they pick it up on the far side with Mafios Chaweta starting off today. Good defensive there, work coming from Lawrence Chazia. Here they are, and again the referee blows to give a free kick to Scotland. Here's how it all happened. Abubakar Moffat was impeded. Chaweta hecked down. Referee says play on. Scotland have won possession back. Chaweta, Mafios laying it through, but that was a hospital pass Scotland losing possession here, and the referee gives a free kick to Simba Bhora. But there's a player lying on the ground there, injured.
It's Moffat Abubakar. I'm not sure what's happened.
Yeah, I hope it's nothing serious, because Norman Mapeza is banking on these young men and these fans as well. Banking on Abubakar to stay fit and control proceedings in the middle of the park. But he has got a big battle to deal
I think he's
with
holding.
Buthelezi.
True. I think he was holding his wrist when he fell. He fell awkwardly.
Yes, and Lube, of course, is not going to relinquish his effect in the middle of the park for Simba Bhora. They depend on him as well.
And Moffat Abubakar, a lot to be expected from him in the middle of the park. And hopefully Kaitano Tembo will also give him a call in the national team.
Yeah, hopefully. Because he's definitely one of the best players who operates in the middle of the park. And he deserves a place in the national team. Simba Bhora knocking the ball around, trying to make sure that they keep possession. The likes of Chawana Chipunza are expected to be very influential this afternoon. The Kingsley Mureremba tightly monitored. Ball runs into touch. Throw in quickly taken. Chipunza guides it backwards. As they come up now with Chazia to the far side. As they continue to try and find a way past Scotland, who themselves are well aware of the damage that they can cause. Norman Mapeza in a relaxed mood at the moment. We've only started, it's only 4 minutes. Nothing really to worry about, except Chaza playing the ball downfield. This one picked up by Sabora. No more. And they guide it all the way back with Kennedy. Spunza picked in the middle of the park. Derek, blessed. It's been to a number of top teams in the country, Dynamos and FC Platinum, as well as Yada, the relegated Yada. He's now at Simba Bhora. Mureremba, one of the youngsters for the future, will lay it on the near side for Isaka Muhammad, the Ghanaian. A lovely stuff from Knowledge Msona. This one guided to the right. Msona, the junior. Isaka Muhammad does well, but nobody anticipated. This one is taken away. Falls kindly from Mureremba. This pass is short. Taken away easily there by Simba Bhora. Now they've got Ibe Kennedy, the Namibian, who lays it back to the Malawian, William Jole. He has to be very careful here because Scotland are going to press high. Isaka Mohammed, Mdua Peter. Mureremba, back to Mdua, who does well to guide it to the far side. Now they can go forward. Maviravira. Oh, he tries to shoot from afar. Surely he has to respect William Tole. This is a national team goalkeeper, and you definitely need to do a lot better than that to beat him.
You need to do better than that, but nevertheless, trying his luck from far. But Scotland just feeling more comfortable on the ball, knocking the ball around, and looking more like the team that's threatening more so far in the first 5-6 minutes or so.
Good touch by Mureremba. Walter Msona along the touchline there for Kingsley. Took some time to bring the ball under his spell. Back to Isaka Mohammed. Dummies one way, then the other. Playing the ball through. Good defensive work coming from Simba Bhora. Lawrence Chazia doing well on that occasion. He's keeping a tight rein on the movements of Kama Billiard, well, their former teammates, in the year of winning their title. That is Simba Bhora. Abubakar Moffat Isaka Mohammed. Kama Billiard is still fighting. This one flicked over. Walter Msona is dangerous from that sort of distance, and everybody misses the clearance. But Chaweta will collect. Guided backwards. This one comes through. Tries again. That was a fizzing effort. Past the goal post.
Great effort there from Scotland. I mean, they're really attacking well from that flank. And that time it was Twale Kwane. I think he's playing well, Stanley. He's fencing his chance. His second shot in as many as 2 minutes. And he's doing well. Also, Walter Msona getting in a good cross. Unfortunately, they found no takers.
Yes, indeed. The Eswatini defender trying to impose himself. That's Twala Kake. There he is. This one being chased by Chaweta, who managed to keep it in play. Buteles Wingube finding Kennedy, checks in field. This one player wants to take on another one. That's a wayward pass. Walter Msona to Kama Billiard. That's when danger becomes real. The two Zimbabwean stars, that's Kama Billiard and Knowledge Msona, could not combine on that occasion. Simba Bhora is well aware of the danger posed by these two. Poor pass. This one taken down to the center circle. They continue to run. This is Harrison Masina keeping possession. Too many touches and the ball is taken away, and surely Mantampofu won't be happy with that.
Good tracking back by Matthews Chiwetu to win the ball back for Scotland.
Yes, indeed. Mureremba breaking through. Mureremba! Another shot, and it's there! Kama Billiard. One 0 Scotland.
You have to give credit to Kingsley Mleremba. A good run through the middle of the park. The Simba Bhora defense let him go through, and the keeper did well by saving a shot from Mleremba, and Kama Billiard got the rebound. As we can see, Mleremba with the shot, the keeper doing well, and Kama Billiard just pouncing on that loose ball and scoring his 6th goal. Kama Billiard in hot form at the moment.
I know that the throw this will go to the goal scorer Kama Billiard, but if the truth be told, that goal was manufactured by young Kingsley Mureremba. He took on a number of defenders, drifted into the penalty box. The goalkeeper managed to save, but the rebound was picked up by the Zimbabwean striker. That is Kama Billiard. These fans surely are very happy about that particular run there of Scotland persuasion, Spencer.
Goal made by Kingsley Mureremba, and he's in the right hands with Norman Mapesa. He believes in youngsters, and straight away threw him in the deep end, and you get to see him, you get to play more games, but that run Stanley from the youngster, confidence, and there you see the replay, and Kama Billiard with the easy tap in. He's now on 6 goals. He's currently the top goal scorer for Scotland.
Yes, Kama Billiard scoring another goal to put his tally to 6 on match day 11. Just goes to show that, look, players from the past are certainly the ones that are ruling the roost.
Definitely.
Match day 10, I beg your pardon, but Kama Billiard surely showing the way. And with Scotland now huddling together, discussing how else they should handle it.
Definitely, Stanley. Kama Billiard, Knowledge Msona, Terence Jukamanja, who's not in the lineup today. Like wine, they're getting better by age.
Definitely, they're getting better by like wine, getting better and better. That goal, leaving William Tolle injured. And I hope that it's nothing serious. I can see him now walking about, ready to restart. There is the goal scorer, Kama Billiard, scoring after 9 minutes to make it Scotland 1, Simba Bhora nil here at Rufaro Stadium. The restart. Chipunza will guide it backwards. Tole should clear in a hurry and plays the ball into touch under pressure. I don't know whether it is a sensible thing at the moment with William Tole still limping and they're playing the ball back to him. Here is the knowledge in Sona. Toka, Twala, Chaweta can't get past his marker. But he's still fighting for possession and wins it back for Scotland. Twala Kake. Here he comes once again. And this one rolls out of play for a goal kick.
So last season, Simba Bhora and Scotland, when they met in the league, Simba Bhora drew the first game and Scotland won the second one, the second game. So in terms of head-to-head from last year, Scotland were leading 1-0, and now it ends like this. It will be 2-0. So Simba Bhora will need to be at the best and continue pushing forward.
Oh yes, they have to do that. Here is Moyo Kevin as the ball is cleared by Chajga. Chaweta first to arrive, doing a good job. Abubakar comes back now to Moyo. Chajga all by himself. No challenge coming in. Plays a long searching ball. And in the end it's picked up by William Dole, the Malawian national team goalminder. Here is Butele Ngube. Back to Ike Kennedy. Clips it long downfield. Dua. The Murereba guys, this one backwards. Neatly taken up by Chajga. Murereba, of course, was the architect of the first goal. It was a late tackle. Referee has played advantage. Sona turns away, stays on his feet. Simba Bhora lucky. If Walter had gone down, surely that would have been a penalty. And Nelson Chajga can collect and waits for the medics to come and attend to young Mureremba, who was hacked down recklessly. I don't know if the referee remembered to note down the name of the offender, but it looks like he didn't. And all hands now are on the injured player, Mureremba, and this is how it all happened. Oh, that was a late tackle.
Late tackle, and lucky to get over with that one there.
Oh, in fact, he actually stepped on him long after that tackle was played. I mean, with VAR, he would be walking.
He's lucky to have gotten on that. Even Nome Mapesa is telling the fourth official that he wasn't happy with that challenge. Scotland really doing well. I mean, they're coming into this game after a slip up by Caps United, and they know they'll want to close that gap. Because if they win this game, the gap will be down to 2 points. So there's a lot of motivation for Scotland to win this encounter.
Yes, indeed. Scotland buoyed by that slip up by Caps United when Bulawayo Chiefs of all teams came to Harare to beat the log leaders by 1-0. Here is the offense. Now, Mureremba has gone down, and then Ngube, look at that.
That was deliberate. He's lucky.
That was deliberate. And I mean, for a seasoned campaigner, it's not fair. This is a youngster. You can easily break his leg while doing that.
Frustration creeping in early.
Sona guiding it backwards. Moyo to the far side for Kake. Poorly done. Taken up now. For Kevin Dereki. Tries a shot but fails. Dereki lays it through. Here comes into the box. Oh! Just wide of goal. There's no way Chajga could have managed to deal with that one.
No way Chajga would have gotten that one there. It hit the target. That was McCarthy. Good play by Simba Bhora, trying to come up and also test something.
That was a blatant push by Chasia. So it's a free kick to Scotland. Maviravira leading here by 1-0, courtesy of Kama Billiard. Mandampofu in this technical team, busy bellowing instructions. Briefly there you saw Nyahuya, thanks Nyahuya, the fourth match official, telling the other members of the technical team to stay in their seats. Confirmation of that scoreline, 1-0 Scotland leading here courtesy of Kama Billiard. That throw in taken backwards. Kennedy laying it into the center. Tafa Webster. This is Tafa. Chipunza exchanging passes with Kennedy. Tafa lays it through. And they lose possession once again. Butelezwe will have to guide this one backwards. He lays it to Kennedy. Simba Bhora trying to get a foothold of this encounter. And the ball headed backwards. Kevin Moore in attendance. Brereba tightly monitored. The ball is taken away from him. Here comes the chance now with Nyani. Nyani past one man. Lays it through. Nyani with the 10 pass. And this one goes wide. And it goes out for what looks like a goal kick. A far-side assistant hasn't blown his whistle, and the fans are not happy about this.
But you like the way the intention, Simba Bhora are slowly coming back into the game. They're knocking the ball around. The quick 1-2 there, and Yani couldn't just connect his ball, but it was a good piece of play from Simba Bhora.
Yeah, that was a good approach work, but the finishing was far from perfect. Chajak clipping it away. Msona takes it down. Senior Abubakar back to Knowledge Msona. Now to his young brother Walter. Picked up by Isaka Mohammed. Walter Msona, the captain. All over the place at the moment. Udoa with the long clearance. Picked up by Walter, the skipper. Sona to the far side for Twala Kake. Good dummy. Abubakar Mohammed. Young Sona, but this one comes back to him. Butele Zengube. As they go forward now with Masina. Turning one way. Then the other. He lost it. Good play to find support on the near side with Nyani Ismail. Turns one way. The cross looks good in the area, and this one goes away. No problem there for Nelson Chajga. But of course, a few anxious moments as Simba Bhora beginning to settle down into this game.
Simba Bhora have settled in very well. They're starting to come back in the game. Masina getting a good ball in the box. Unfortunately, finding no takers, but slowly but surely they're creeping into the game, knocking the ball around, getting into the final third and trying to get a shot on target. That's what's just missing. They need to continue working on that.
As play resumes once again, Simba Bhora the first to arrive. Buteles Ngube queuing up a shot from afar, tightly monitored by Mreremba. Does well to win the ball, and the referee has given him the benefit of doubt. Chaweta turns away from his marker. Clipping it through, trying to find Kama Billiard once again. But Kennedy is the first to arrive. Then Chaweta plays that ball into touch. For a throw in. Some Scotland youngsters enjoying themselves here at Rufaro Stadium. And I must admit it's a much better crowd here at Rufaro than what happened yesterday. We expected Cape United to have more people. Oh, that was careless by William Tolle. He's lucky that Walter Msona slipped and they couldn't pick a proper shot.
He's very lucky that one there. That one there could have been a costly mistake. Knowledge Msona was anticipating that pass. Unfortunately, the young brother just slipped, lost his footing.
Tucker playing the ball forward. Ishmael Nyani beaten clean. Kamabiliat can't pass it on to the pass. And Abe Kennedy plays it backwards. Tafa Webster clips it long, neatly taken down. And that surely should be a free kick. After Peter Mdua took him well. Well, this is the roving guy from Shamba. He loves his football, eh?
Following
If you go
Simba
to
Bhora.
Yes, he follows Simba Bhora wherever they go. Even if Simba Bhora is not there, I met him the other day here at Rufaro Stadium.
Loves his football.
He loves his football like nobody's business.
That free kick by Peter Mdua, a blocking foul to give Simba Bhora an opportunity to get the ball in the attacking third.
Here comes the chance now for a free kick. Playing it through and picked up. Comes back once more. Poor pass. Kamabiliat will collect. Sona is calling for it. Kamabiliat! Ha! Just wide of goal.
Kamabiliat, the presence.
Exceptional. Yes, the presence of mind.
The presence of mind. He saw the goalkeeper off his line and the guts to take that long shot. William Tole could have been caught off guard there. Deep in his own half.
Ah, that was wonderful. Took it well. Unfortunately, it veered, of course. And William Tole would have been embarrassed. I mean, somebody should tell him a lot about Knowledge Msona and Kamabiliat. They are no ordinary players. They know what they do. Yes, Kevin contesting for possession, lose it out. This one, Tubuteles Ngube. Good looking cross in the center. Knowledge Msona rolls it to the near side. Isaka Mohammed sliding tackle and is tripped in the process. Free kick. That was Chipunzat Shaona playing in the middle of the park. Isaka Mohammed, the Ghanaian, left the Animals to join Scotland. He's certainly a very useful player. Tough on the ground. And on that occasion, he had managed to ride the tackle, but was tripped after skipping past the Simba Bhora defender. Knowledge Msona behind this kick. Guides it back to Peter Mdua. Toughest stick defender, Peter Mdua. Lots of experience. He's been around for quite some time. So has been Buteles Ngube, laying it through. Nearly gave up. He gave up too easily. Harrison Masina. Surely Manjampof will not be happy about that. Here we are now with Scotland winning possession. Twake Kala winning. Finding Chaweta back to Twala. Beats his man well, but that's a poor pass. Picked up in the middle of the park, Ishmael Nyani. Chipunza. Shapes to shoot, but floats it forward. Good control. Chipunza once again on the near side for Nyani. The two exchanging good passes. Nyani. Kennedy and Chipunza combining. Chaweta intercepts, but it's taken away once more by Ndereki. We're still a pale shadow of the player that we know from Dynamos and Yada, as well as FC Platinum. Kevin Ndereki. Long throw forward. Yiza Mreremba, Knowledge Msona, rolling it to the near side for Walter. Msona clips it through. It's a good cross, but then too deep for any of his strikers. But Kingsley Mreremba is certainly staking a very strong claim in the middle of the pack, and this man should be worried about the influence of the youngster.
Absolutely. I mean, he's pushing forward, being the second, playing the second striker role, just behind Kamabiliat, and getting in more numbers in the box. Unfortunately, the last delivery from Walthamson wasn't the best.
Yeah, it wasn't the best, as William Tole once again takes his time before playing it through. But Kevin Moyo does well. Abubakar Moffat, as always, keeping possession, laying it on the near side. This is Mohammed, turns away from his marker. He's been crowded out, falls under challenge. Play continues inside the area. Knowledge Msona has taken it away. Brilliant play from the veteran Chaweta. Skips past one man. He can't beat those two. And he's taken away by Chipunza. Kennedy now will guide it all the way back to his goalkeeper, who clips it downfield. Saka Mohammed exchanging passes with Peter Mdua. Mohammed stands on it, finds Moffat. Abubakar to Kevin Moyo. Twala Kwake. Kevin Moyo once more. Good interception by Ngube. Norman Mapeza. Not happy about something.
Too casual from Kevin Moyo to give away possession when he was all by himself.
Yeah, indeed. 28 minutes played. "29 minutes played so far, and again Tole out of the office. Water! He went for power instead of placement.
Goodness me, Walthamson going for the kill. Should have gone for precision, just placed the ball on his left side. The goalkeeper was covering the near post, should have gone far post, but wanted to go for this, smash the ball wide.
Oh, that's a wasted effort there by the Scotland skipper, as we see him missing the target. Here comes the cross, and the referee allowing play to carry on, or is it going to be a goal kick? Chajga taking time to dispatch it, but I'm sure he's going to leave it for Peter Mdua. Mdua with a short pass for the goalkeeper. Moffat looking for Kamabilia, tightly monitored this time around. "30 minutes gone, 1-0 Scotland lead here at Rufaro. And William Tole will collect that loose ball. It could have easily been 3-0 if Kamabilia had scored from long range, and then Walter, if he had taken advantage of the opportunity he got a short while ago, the story could have been very different. Now Bubakar going forward. Kevin Moyo, cool as ever, takes it away and plays it for Isaka Mohammed. Here's Knowledge Msona. Slips it through to his young brother. Walter gets the return pass. Moffat. Now Mureremba. This is the youngster who created that goal, and he was thinking of the headlines tomorrow. Trying to impress these fans, but unfortunately it didn't happen.
Wanted the back page of the Herald. I mean, Knowledge Msona on his right was wide open. Could have given the ball back to Knowledge, and Knowledge could have laid it back to him. But the youngster going for glory.
Well, he's learning the game. Highly talented, he's doing very well, created the first goal, so you don't blame him.
And I like his confidence. That just shows that he is one for the future and is really playing exciting football. The confidence of taking that shot really impresses me too.
Long one from William Tole. Moffat collects, but then Kevin Moyo is penalized. Free kick to Simba Bhora. Their fans in full voice. The band sings, creating a lot of noise, more than Scotland, who is the home team. Abe Kennedy is interested in taking this one. The big fellow from Namibia wants to peck a long-range effort just outside the penalty arc. Let's wait and see. Kennedy now shaping up to take an effort. Referee says, let's go. Kennedy! It's cleared away. Butelas Ngube with the cross, and unfortunately it goes behind for a goal kick. But my word, the Namibian meant business, Spencer.
What a free kick from Kennedy, and on target, goalkeeper Chajga just patting that ball and not doing a good job, but fortunate for him, there are no Simba Bhora strikers lacking. But what a free kick, and good goalkeeping also from Chajga.
Good goalkeeping from Chajga, and the ref says let's go. Chajga clips for Isaka Mohammed, but he made life difficult for him. He had two defending players to contend with. Tafa Webster, Buteles Ngube. Simba Bhora knocking the ball around. Yes, Chipunza turning away from Reremba. Goes forward. Chipunza keeping possession. Nyani will try to work his way past Mohammed, but he can't. The tough Ghanaian keeps the ball. Here's Knowledge Msona playing it through, looking for Kama Billiard, but stopped in his tracks. Chipunza losing possession. Luckily for him, Knowledge Msona was on hand. And Isaka Mohammed will take this one downfield. Once again, Mohammed is very, very strong on the ground. Ngube, they go forward. Ndereki now to go to the penalty area, but again cleared away. Simba Bhora being put under pressure, but managing to withstand it. Knowledge Msona turns away from his marker, just telling his players to keep it cool. There he is, finding Moffat. Honorable Scott Pezai Sakupkanya, Member of Parliament from Mapuku, owner of Scotland Mapviravira, enjoying proceedings here at Rufaro Stadium. And Norman Mapeza, usually cool and calm, collected gentleman, is not happy with 1-0. He would have wanted something much better.
As it is, Simba Bhora is still very much in it, and they are also pushing forward. What Simba Bhora need to do, just get ball to Masaina. He's also good. He's the top goal scorer with 3 goals at the moment.
Yes, indeed. And Ndereki on the far side, danger on the edge of the area. Good goalkeeping. It's taken away by Nelson Chajga. Free kick. And Butelas Ngube down injured. I hope it's nothing serious. Closer to the center circle. Went in for this tackle to deal with Mureremba. Look at that. This is the second time.
He's doing it the second time. This boy is lucky.
Very lucky indeed. Very lucky. But I think it tells you a thing, that he's finding the young man very, very difficult to handle.
Yes, definitely. And trying to frustrate the youngster out of the game.
Good play by Simba Bhora. That was Ndereki to Chipunza. Plays it to the far side. Good running coming from Tabora. Kennedy, the man who tested Chajga, drifting forward now, edge of the area. Back again to Tabora, but unfortunately, that's a wayward effort straight at the goalkeeper.
Wasted opportunity by Sabora. He should have crossed the ball here. 3 of his teammates anticipating for that ball and wanted to go for a tame shot. We won't score that pass, Chaja.
You definitely had to respect Nelson Chajga, one of the top goalkeepers in the country, if not the top goalkeeper. So you have to do your best, bring your A game in order to beat him. Here is Isaka Mohammed, Kama Billiard, controlling the ball well, but I think it picked up a knock. Sure, he will shake it off. Isaka Mohammed has lost possession. And the chance now. But again, Kevin Moyo, always on hand to defend. And there is Wellington Mpandare. I think he's the chairman of Hard Rock in Kwekwe. He's actually one of us, and we normally call him Man Wali, former Zimbabwe national team manager. Yes, the big Abe Kennedy. Simba Bhora now getting a feel of the ball this time around. 38 minutes, 7 to go to the Oranges. Webster Tafa will collect. Just shy of the center line. Back to Tafa. Chipunza strikes away under the challenge of a young player. Here's Ndereki. But unfortunately,
the opportunities are coming for Simba Bhora, and you fancy one of these chances will hit the back of the net. Scotland at the back, they're a bit jittery and relaxed. They need to step up the game in terms of the defensive work.
This is the first incident by Ngube. Look at it. Stepping on Mureremba after they both fell down. And this time around, that's the second time, he gets up and steps on him. My goodness.
And the youngster pulled him back.
He was actually complaining. Why are you doing this?
Exactly.
He's finding the young man hard to handle.
He's lucky we don't have VAR, otherwise you'd have.
We hope the referee will see this. Ed Kennedy. Lays it through, picked up by Kevin Moyo. Twala Kwake. Simba Bhora now in possession, getting a good feel as the ball is laid through. And is guided back by Peter Mdua. To Chajga. And he wasted.
And I can give you results from other centers. Ngezi Platinum are leading Manika Diamonds by goal to nil. Chicken Inn and Dynamos, it's 1 apiece. Triangle and Tail One, it's 0-0. And the one you are watching, Scotland are leading Simba Bhora by goal to nil.
Yes, indeed, as Ngube picks up possession again in a contest with Mreremba. Abe Kennedy lays it square for Chazia to Webster Tafa, who turns one way. Derek will play the ball through. Tightly monitored, and Tavin Naweb is finding it very difficult. Walter Msona losing out. Tole does well to find support. Nyani clips it through. Some good running coming through from Harrison Masina. Keeps possession. Masina tightly monitored there. Nyani, can he bring in a cross? Oh, this is good for Simba Bhora. The cross comes in, nobody home. And this one rolls kindly out of play for a goal kick.
I think Masina, from that angle, should have taken a cracked goal. Not sure why he wanted to pass the responsibility. He had a chance to take a cracked goal, but opted to look for a cross when there was no one lurking.
Well, but I think the other players should have run into, positions. Come from the blind side and head the ball in. They are all very shy. I'm sure Manja Mpofu will be talking about this at halftime. Only 4 minutes or less, 3 to go now. Abubakar having a subdued game here. Is it because of Mureremba, I wonder? Here's Mureremba once again. And this one guided back to William Tole.
Chicken Inn leading Dynamos by 2-1.
Yes, the latest coming through from Bulawayo is that Chicken Inn have scored a second goal to lead by 2-1. Abubakar goes down. Simba Bhora are now going forward. Nawab, who turns away from a striker. What a shot and what a save. And finally cleared away. Scotland were under pressure. Chipunza coming in with a late tackle on Mureremba. A yellow card. Lloyd Mapanje is now sick and tired of these dirty tricks
But that
on
save,
opponents.
that save is standing from Nelson Chachka. That's why they call him Awoko. He's got those big hands and just put his big hands in front there and managed to keep that one out of hitting the back of the net. And I tend to agree with you. I think the tackles that are coming in are just too much. But Mandla Mpovu just saying he got the ball. And for sure, in that instant, it looked like he got the ball also. When you have to look at that challenge by Tishona Chipunza.
Yeah, indeed, that's Abubakar Moffat. This Scotland linchpin in the middle of the park. There is the tackle. He got the ball, but momentum took him into the opponent's legs. That's young Mureremba.
That was too high, Stanley.
Yeah,
It could have
it
been a
was too
red
high.
card. He's lucky to get over the yellow card there.
That was a bit careless by Chipunza.
His first touch, the chase control, failed to chase it closer to him. And they had to chase the ball.
I think Norman Mapeza was talking to his players while these fans were watching very closely. They would like to see their team double their advantage. A 1-0 is not enough. Lloyd Mapanje flashing a yellow card on Chipunza of Simba Bhora. As Simba Bhora clearly struggling to contain young Kingsley Mureremba. Abe Twake, Twala Kake losing possession. The throw is taken back. Abe Kennedy. Chazia to Tole. Clips it long to nobody. It's out of play. Throw in Isaka Mohammed. Will dispatch the throw as William Tole watches from afar. Kamabiliat now getting a lot of attention. This one kept in play. William Tole getting the back pass. Kake. Four minutes of additional time here at Trufaro Stadium. It's still 1-0 to Scotland. Here comes Chaweta. Lays it through for Kamabiliat. But he doesn't have the pace. But he has got the fighting spirit. Kamabiliat falls under challenge. And is penalized. Simba Bhora upping their game now. Knowledge Msona bringing down an opponent. The smiling assassin.
Ever smiling.
Ever smiling. Some VIP people enjoying themselves in the stands. Simba Bhora fans are in full voice.
All the way from Shamba.
Yeah, they're trying to push their team to find an equalizer. But the big question is, can they find it before the end of the 45? Do you see that happening?
Well, I think they had a couple of chances that they could have taken, equalized them in, but they they're just not on target. But I think maybe coming back in the second half, if they come back rejuvenated, be precise in terms of their finishing up front, they can get a goal.
Free kick. Free kick to Simba Bhora. Here's Nyani Ishmael with a long ball. Chaweta takes it away. Mohamed trying to play the return pass, but this one too far ahead of the young Scotland player. He was such a deadly wing player at Highlanders, Mafios Chaweta, given a starting role today by Norman Mapeza. Here's a chance now for Masina. No sting in his shot.
Fell on his weaker foot and failed to connect nicely. And you can't score past Chajga with a tame shot like that.
Surely Masina will be the first to admit that he could have done a lot better on many occasions when he came face to face with an opportunity which he couldn't take advantage of. This one headed out by Chaweta. Throw in to Simba Bhora through their captain Webster Tafa. Good tag by Tafa. Should be a handling offense. Here's Kennedy. The chance now as the cross comes in. Nobody home. Here's Chipunza. Masina. The shot is good and parried by the goalkeeper, Chachga. Simba Bhora are now asking the questions.
Asking all the questions, Simba Bhora, they're pushing forward. In the last 10 minutes or so, it's been Simba Bhora pushing forward. They're just lacking precision up front. They're creating the chances, but just the final ball is just not letting them. But Masina with a good chance there, testing Chachga, and Chachga diving to his right and just patting that on there for the corner kick.
Here's the chance once again. This is Tafa. It goes out of play. Certainly Simba Bhora fencing their chances here. Can they find an equalizer? These fans must be asking. Scotland still lead by 1-0. We've played the 4 minutes. It's cleared away, and the referee blows to end the first 45 minutes here at Rufaro Stadium. That goal by Kamabiliad still stands. But you cannot talk about that goal, Spencer, without mentioning the manufacturer of the goal in the form of young Kingsley Mreremba. He had a brilliant run, and it was duly converted by Kamabiliad to leave the scoreline at halftime. Simba Bhora 0, Scotland 1.
I think good work from Scotland in the first half, knocking the ball around. Kamabiliad, Kingsley Mreremba, Walter Musona, Knowledge Musona, Moffat Abubakar, they're all playing very well. At the back, Peter Mdua, Calvin Moyo, Abubakar doing a great job. I think deservedly they lead to the break by a goal to. But for Simba Bhora, Tichana Chipunza did very well as the goalkeeper also doing well. And you have to give credit to Kennedy. You're also testing the goalkeeper. One player who will be very lucky to be on the pitch is Buthelezi after committing a series of fouls.
Yes, indeed, as we now have to go across to Charles CNN Mabika and his team for halftime analysis.
What a game, what a game, what a first 45. What a game, what a pulsating 45 minutes. Action swinging from one end to the other. But Maviravira holding the edge just now at halftime in Mbiles, Rufaro Stadium in the high-density suburb of Mbare. Kamaldinho, Kamabiliad scoring his 6th goal to be at par with the registrar, Ralph Kaundera of Herentals, making it 1-0. And then Simba Bhora themselves, as you saw, they could have actually got 2 or 3 goals, but inept finishing. But what a tussle in the middle of the park. My word. We'll also keep you updated with what has been happening all over the country in the other 3 matches. But my word, what a first half. Coach Bex.
Yes, what a first half. Really entertaining, everything which you need in a game. Well, we have seen it where Maviravira has been dominating, and also Simba Bhora, they refused to just lay down. They've been fighting, and with some bit of lucky towards the end of the first half, they could have at least equalized. But also I think we need to give credit to Chalda for all what he has done so far.
Yes, Scotland, Maviravira getting the opener here. It was Kingsley Mureremba. You remember? The one wonder guy from Cape United is now with Scotland. Of course, he joined them last season. He wasn't featuring much under Scanza, but he was the one who did all the work. William Tolle parrying it, but it fell to none other than the devastating Kamaldinho. Jose.
Yeah, that was a goal that I think was made from the midfield, which is where I think Scotland have had control of the game. Because if you look at the run that Kingsley Mureremba made, he actually had the ball, and then he fired the first shot there, which was parried by goalkeeper Tolle into the path of none other than Kama Billiard. Definitely, you don't give Kama Billiard that gap. As you can see, that was the rebound, which I think William Tolle was not properly protected by the Simba Bhora defense. Look at the number of white shirts against one defender trying to defend that ball. So definitely, you can't blame goalkeeper Tolle out of that goal. That was the initial shot from Kingsley. And look at the direction of the ball towards Kama Billiard. A simple tap-in, of course, the bounce confused the goalkeeper Tolle, and 1-0 Scotland go into the lead. But I think the game came out of the run that was made by Kingsley Mureremba, which
and what a run, what a run.
What a run. Simba Bhora could not deal with his run, and his first shot, of course, was parried back into play for Kama Billiard. Simba Bhora, I think, need to control their midfield, which is not protecting their defense very well. I think that's where the biggest undoing is for Simba Bhora.
Yes, Kingsley Mureremba, Momo. They used to call him at Cape United. They still call him Momo at Scotland. A magnificent run. But William Tolle thought he had saved it, but it fell to Kama Billiard to make it 1-0. I can tell you that elsewhere at Emagumeni, Chicken Inn are leading Dynamos by 2-1. At Baobab, Ngezi Platinum are leading by 1-0 as we take the highlights yet once again there.
Yes,
Coach Bex.
Definitely, as you know that both these teams, they are not friends as such. And when you see those tackles, at times they really need it, especially for Simba, because Scotland players, especially going up front, they are a bit slicky. At times, the only way you can stop them is to be as hard as you can. And being hard, at times, it also helps them to make sure that they disturb the rhythm, which he has done. And you have to sacrifice by making sure you end up getting a yellow card, as long as you are not getting a red card.
Well, Tishaona Chipunza there, I think, lucky because the way he came onto Momo, some other referee could have shown him straight red. Tomato Mdara. And, you know, the high-temperedness of this game now.
Yes, look at that second one.
Exactly.
It costed them a red card.
Oh, that one. Another referee. Tomato Manomdara, Jenda Honorova cold shower. But Alan Mapanje, the referee, just showed him a yellow card. We just hope that this does not carry on into the second half, because aside that, the two sides have really given us our money's worth, Jose.
Yeah, indeed, they've given us our money's worth, especially in the first half. We saw Scotland coming in, and they were trading passes and breaking down the Simba Bhora lines, and of course, which is what resulted in a goal. But in terms of the flair, the flamboyancy, I think we've seen it from the part of Scotland. And Simba Bhora have tried to hang in there, and they've had their own chances. So if for a neutral, I think this is a game that is swung from one end to the other. Although Scotland, I think I'll give them the edge in terms of their dominance in this game, in terms of their control, and in terms of their brilliance and their passing going up front. So Simba Bhora, of course, in the first part of the first half, they then managed to hold on to dear life, and then they eventually came back and then created their own chances, mind you.
Oh, they did.
There was another chance that was crafted by Simba Bhora, which Chaja had to do well to parry it away. Otherwise, it could have troubled Scotland into a goal. Look at the way they are making their own chances, creating their chances there, and the shot that was taken off target. But
brilliant chances at
yeah. Simba Bhora have also come in with a shout. Yeah. And I like the way Kama Billiard had noticed that William Tolle was off his goal. Yeah. And then he tried a brilliant shot there from range. And had that goal gone in, I think William Tolle would have been embarrassed, just like what he did a few weeks ago in Wazanai Stadium, where he considered a similar goal against the Dynamos, a goal that was a shot that was taken from range. So similarly, there Kama Billiard, being the skillful player that he is, he had noticed that William Tolle was off his line. But we can't go even without mentioning about Obaka Moffat, he's been doing steadily, very well in the middle of the park, breaking down all the threat that has been thrown at them by Simba Bhora.
Oh yes, the tussle has been in midfield. The tussle between Tichaona Chipunza and Abubakar Moffat. And listen, you are seeing for yourselves, Simba Bhora are definitely not out of it yet. Because if the truth be told, they could have equalized and maybe gone ahead. As we see again, Coach Bex, another chance.
Yes, another chance. And Charles did very, very well to punch that ball. He was having his eyes on the ball and easily punched the ball. But for Simba Bhora, they are really showing that they are out to compete. And they have really competed in the first 45 minutes. And I want to believe that we are going to see more of an attack for Simba Bhora, since they have seen that they can easily open the Simba defense, and they can only make sure that they put an icing on the cake by scoring 1 or 2 goals.
Well, we will see what happens there, but just to reiterate, Chinuchedu are not out of it yet. So we wait to see what the second half brings. And I'm just wondering here, this is where we talk about what could happen. So let's find out first from Jose what he thinks the home team. And because remember, B. Mola, Emmanuel Ziocha is on the bench. And it looks like B. Mola might be introduced by Norman Mapeza. Good card, B. Mola.
That's a card that I think Norman Mapeza will want to play on the table to make sure he secures this game. I think possible changes from Scotland will probably be Timon Machope coming in, and we know what Timon Machope can do when he's in the box. And then, of course, Emmanuel Zwocha, we know what he can do when he comes in from the flanks. He's very skillful, very trickery, and he's one player that Simba Bhora coach Mandla Lulumpofu may want to put a leash on to make sure he doesn't punish them any further. But Simba Bhora will be coming into the second half hoping to get a goal that can actually get them back in the game. But if you're a Simba Bhora fan, watching Timon Machope warming up, watching Emmanuel Zwocha warming up, you know more trouble is coming.
Wow, yeah, the Simba Bhora supporters. But they'll be hoping that they've got their own arsenal in the offing for Scotland there. And Harrison Masina, Coach Bex, we haven't seen much, the top goal scorer from Simba Bhora. Maybe in the second half, he will do something and make the Simba. I must tell you, the Simba Bhora supporters, we've got a sizable contingent of them housed on the northern end goalpost, the city end, whilst of course the Scotland supporters are behind us in the Vietnam stand. And we will see what happens. I did tell you that at Baba Fields, it's Chicken Inn who are leading Dynamos by 2-1 at Baobab. Ngezi lead Manika Diamonds by 1-0. At Kibo Stadium, it's still goalless between Triangle United and Tel 1. Here, 1-0 to the good for Mavira Vira. Second half, Coach Bex, what do you think Lulu Mandla Mpofu will have up his sleeve?
Yes, definitely. Mandla will have to be taking these guys, especially going up front, to be running into spaces as much as they can, and especially if they go to the right, they should look up to see on the left. Most of the time there is space which needs the ball to be flighted from that end, so that at least they can catch their opponents as early as possible. And I think you mentioned something about Masina. So far we have seen about 2 shots which he had at goal, and every time when he is full of running, and that is what exactly Simba Bhora are looking forward to. And I want to believe that the midfielders will try to open up the Simba Bhora and open up Scotland and try to make sure that they create spaces for Masina, so that whenever he faces the goal, he can finish off.
Oh yes, and just to remind you, only 3 teams remain unbeaten, but one of them might be out of that equation. Only 3 teams, Scotland, Ngezi Platinum and Dynamos. But Dynamos right now are losing at Barbourfield Stadium. We don't know. They might get a draw or whoever, but just to give you a bit of stats, here it's anybody's guess. Just to remind you, Jose Nkani, 2-1 for Scotland. Coach Bex, 2-1 Scotland.
1-0 Scotland.
Oh, 1-0.
Yes.
1-0.
1-0 Scotland. 1-0.
1-0.
Saka kana atichikovhara kanyaya yacho.
1-0.
The 45 minutes.
Watora chibhanzi.
Ndatora chibhanzi.
I still have 1-1. Well, I don't know what's going to, but you see, this is all, predictions game, guessing games. Sometimes, you are lucky or whatever. But the only man or the only man who knows what's going to happen, of course, is the Almighty up there. What's going to happen? We'll have to wait in the second half because we are going back to DJ Stanley Katsande and Sparrow Spencer Nyamadzao. We will be talking to at the end of the 90.
Thank you, Charles, and welcome back to Rufaro Stadium. And I can see that Simba Bhora would like to make some changes. We will have to wait and see the confirmations as we start the second 45 minutes with the home team, Scotland, leading by 1-0. That goal by Kama Billiard still stands here. Is the difference between these two teams. And Manda Pofu will have to work something special out of his team here. They were playing very well going towards the end of the first half. And I can also say the match was becoming ill-tempered. The tackles were flying in left, right, and center. And Simba Bhora, to a large extent, were lucky not to get, more yellow cards or even a red, especially Butoles with Ngube.
Of course, yes, Stanley. Simba Bhora finished off strong in the first half. Let's hope they can continue with that momentum and try and get that equalizer. Of course, at the break at other centers, Ngeze Platinum were leading Manica Diamonds 1-0 at the break. Chicken Inn leading Dynamos by 2-1, and Tier 1 leading Triangle by 1-0 away in Triangle.
That's good going there for Tier 1, who started off losing matches like they're going out of fashion. And to lead 1-0 against Lloyd Chitembwe at Gibo Stadium is some good going. Let's see if they will be able to hold on and collect all 3 points. But with the Lloyd Chitembwe, you have to bring your A game to beat him at Gibo. The two teams are now back. As you see, the referees are now walking back on the field of play. Abubakar Mofad was feared to have picked up an injury. It looks like he's back and will continue to play. He's fine now. Another one that we doubted his availability in the second half could be young Kingsley Mureremba. I haven't seen him come out. Let's see if Norman Mapeza has made some changes. We're still waiting for those changes, if any, to be confirmed. Yeah, I can see Mureremba is back on the field of play. Kama Billiard, Walter Msona, and Chaweta are all back. I don't think Norman Mapeza would like to make any changes at the moment. I'm sure he can only do that through injury. So all the players look like they've been given a chance to carry on, because a quick count would give me, that's 3, 5, 7. That's 11 players back on the field of play with no movements on the touchline. It looks like he's going to start the way he finished.
Looks like both teams will continue with the same 11 that started the match, and there's way for the second half to get underway.
Away we go in the second half here, Trufaro, with Simba Bhora kicking us off and immediately playing that ball into touch. That scoreline still stands as we start the second half here at Trufaro. The ball is played into touch. William Tole, beaten by Kama Billiard. He could have been beaten twice. And Abubakar is penalized for bringing down Butoles and Ngube. The two hard men clashing now. They must have discussed this at halftime. Here's Abe Kennedy. Ball played through. Peter Mdua clears, but I think the Simba Bhora striker was in an offside position. That's free kick quickly taken. Isaka Mohammed to Walter Msona, looking for Kama Billiard. Thumb to the ground. The referee blows his whistle for a free kick. The Simba Bhora player Chazia feels that, look, he went down too easily. But Kama Billiard, with all his experience, I'm sure will know exactly what to do when a big fellow comes on you like that. He's going to go down and win a free kick.
That's experience from Kama Billiard. Just felt the contact and went down. Wins his team a free kick.
The free kick to be taken by Nola Jimsona, the former Zimbabwe international captain. Still the best player in the country, Nola Jimsona. Here it is inside the area. Good turn by Abubakar, but this one is cleared away for a corner kick.
You can see these set pieces there, training. I mean, the way Knowledge swung that ball in there, you knew he was going to pick up Abubakar and would try to pull back the ball in play.
Yes, of course, this is actually coming out of the training ground. As we wait for the corner to come, the referee says, let's go. It's clipped long into the center. Again, interception, and Tole will collect. Rolls it to the far side. Simba Bhora. Nyani turning one way, then the other. He's trying to work his way past the defense. Past the ball, Nyani. Chipunza will collect. Here is Kennedy. On to the near side. Can they do something with this one? Tabora losing possession. Chiweta. And again he's lost possession. Dereki, but I'm sure they're all penalized for bringing down the little man. Mafias Chiweta. He loves playing on the wing, but I think Norman Mapeza has deployed him, somewhere in the middle of the park, and he's finding the going a bit tough.
I think he likes to play on the wing, but I think Norman Mapeza today just using him in the center. I mean, he's got good ball control. He's got good take-ons. I think he wants him to eliminate the defenders. If he can do that, maybe get the ball wide to Walthamson or Kama Billiard. He can link up play with those two strikers up front. He's good at. He's very creative.
Peter Mdua is injured. He's a tough guy. Mdua normally doesn't go down that easily. Let's see what happened here. Well, arms were flying. I think he got a slap in the face, possibly in his eye. And we hope that it's nothing serious, but he's being led off the field of play so that treatment can continue. Yeah, it is a slap on his right side. He's complaining about it. Well, these are the hazards of being a football player. Some of these offenses will come and the referee won't see. Chachka taking time to clear. The Kama Billiard leaning into a defender, winning a free kick. This is what happened to Peter Mdua. He must have been poked in the eye. That's why he stopped, challenging for the ball. It's another free kick in a good-looking position, especially when you have Knowledge Msona in your side. He knows where to put this. Look at the defender from Scotland showing the referee the extent of his injury from that earlier incident. Peter Mdua. Moffat. This one is taken away. Simba Bhora stand firm. Ball played through and they pick it up on the near side. This is Ndereki. Chance once more. It's taken away by Isaka Mohammed. Good block indeed. Tafa Webster has won it, but it's taken away by Isaka Mohammed. Here is Mreremba, who was so outstanding in the first 45 minutes. Mohammed to Mofat Abubakar, queuing up a shot. You have to respect William Tole. Catching practice for the Malawian, who clears it downfield, and is taken away by Kevin Moyo. Intelligent heading, just directs it to the left-hand side.
Calvin Moyo, cool, calm, and collective. Yesterday we watched his brother Elvis Moyo doing the same thing for Bulawayo Chiefs. Calvin Moyo has been in the heart and centre back of Scotland. He was a pivotal player winning the league.
Knowledge Msona, but allows the ball to roll into touch, and Simba Bhora fans have a word or two about the way things are going here at Rufaro Stadium. Their team being 1-0 down, they're understandably not happy with the scoreline. Norman Mapeza is a hard-to-please guy. He demands the best. Simba Bhora clear the danger. Here it comes now to Masina. But again, first to arrive is Abubakar. Danger here lurking. And the goalkeeper takes it away. Surely, if you had to look at Norman Mapeza after that, he must be fuming. Dereki. They come once again. Kamabiliat for Moffat, lovely play. Knowledge Msona, good vision to find his young brother Walter on the far side. Walter Msona slips it through. This is a good looking cross from Reremba, and finally scrambled away. Dereki can collect in the middle of the park. Moffat is there to take it back for Scotland. Tuala. It comes to Chiweta. Cannot beat his marker. Back to Walter Msona. Finding his elder brother. The cross didn't come off, and it went straight to William Tole.
Caught in two minds there. Wanted to go for the shot and saw Kamabiliat running in, and went for the tame shot.
I think the defender Kennedy did well to deny him the space, because if he had taken it on his right side, it could have been a killer. Chiweta breaks through, but far side assistant ref has got his flag up for offside. Fans enjoying themselves here at Rufaro. They've brought their children. Again, confirmation or proof that it's a safe place to come and watch football in the country with your family. Now it comes back to Simba Bhora. Chance now for Sabora. Yeah, they are, but cleared away. Not quite. Kamabiliat standing firm. Chipunza just gives away possession. Lovely work there. Another clearance. And this one goes out of play. Free kick to Simba Bhora for a foul on Chipunza by Kamabiliat. It's good to see the two players shaking hands apologetically. Ngube goes down once again. The ref blows. Breremba
Paying back.
coming back. The cows are coming back. The birds, the chickens are coming back to roost.
Take that. Taste of his own medicine.
Typical revenge by the young man. These are the things you learn in football.
The hard way.
Yeah, you have to show your opponent a thing or two about yourself. Here's a good chance for Ndereki. Lays it through on the near side. It's a good looking cross. It's there!
Good goal there, Stanley.
Yes, indeed. Tevin Naweb has got the goal for Simba Bhora to make it 1-1. But I think, Spencer, the weight of pressure told in a way that things are going to change. Simba Bhora were pressurizing, and these fans were sensing it because they were singing through and through. Now it's 1-1. Good play by Simba Bhora.
Good play by Simba Bhora and Tevin with the goal. And the pressure was always telling. They finished the first half was strong, and they came back in the second half with the same momentum. And deservedly, they get the equalizer. As we see the fans there responding and they enjoying this moment.
Definitely enjoying the moment. Tabora produced a brilliant cross on the right-hand side. And Naweb tucked it in to make it 1-1. Naweb McCartney Tevin getting the goal there. Finding the equalizer. But it is Masina with an inch-perfect cross. And it was tucked in by the striker. Carry on, Spencer.
Say miscommunication between Chajga and Peter Mdua. Peter Mdua thought Chajga was coming for the ball.
Here they come once again. The Eswatini guy, Twala Kake. And Masina now to take the throw in a 1-1 situation. Simba Bhora finding the equalizer. Isaka Mohammed clears. Knowledge Msona will pick up possession. Leaves it for Walter. The pass to Chiweta fails. Chiweta collects. There he is now trying to skip his way around the defense, and this is a good looking position for a set piece. With Knowledge Msona on his side.
You fancy Knowledge Msona or Walter Msona. Either of the brothers can take it home. You fancy Knowledge Msona to take this one.
Let's wait and see. Derek Kevin, of course, contesting the decision. He knows that it's dangerous when you've got the Musona brothers in. Chiweta going down, and it's a free kick in a good-looking position for Maviravira. Simba Bhora. William Tole positioning his wall. But of course Simba Bhora will be happy with what is happening at the moment. They have managed to find an equalizer. Knowledge Msona. The wall has done its work. Peter Mdua finds Isaka Mohammed. Long cross headed away by Abe Kennedy. Abubakar Moffat. Kamabili had beaten in the ground. Walter Msona lays it on the near side to Knowledge. The cross comes in, nobody home for Scotland. And this one will be a throw in to Mapiravira. Mandampofu, whatever he has said at halftime has paid off. Very soon, changes are taking place, Spencer. Who comes in and who comes out?
Memphis Chiwetu calls the day, and in comes Panashe Mtimbanyoka. We're likely to see Albert Manenje coming in, as well as Moses Shidolo. And Twala calls the day after a good run. Nomen Mapeza just calling the shots, wanting to a fresh pair of legs, making 3 substitutes at 1 go. And Knowledge Msona will be the third substitute to go out. So going out, Twala, Mathias Chiweta, Knowledge Msona. In comes Panashe Mtimbanyoka, Albert Manenje, and Moses Shidolo.
Yes, indeed. Mtimbanyoka with his first touch. Kama Billiard losing out to Chipunza. Ball played on the far side. Masina. Chiponza. Here they come once again. Ngube guiding it to the far side. Derek playing it backwards. Chiponza. Abe Kennedy. Simba Bhora coming alive. And the crowd full of support, and Manenji penalized. The confirmation of the substitutions. Chiweta Musona out. Timbanyoka, Manenji and Chidolo have joined the fray for Scotland FC. Free kick. As we see there, the Namibian being fouled by Manenji. That will be a free kick. These fans are happy. They must be Simba Bhora fans, given the fact that, you know, they've just equalized and they're on Clyde 9. Long ball inside the area. The goalkeeper has lost it, but taken away at the second attempt. Chajga wanted to take a long throw, but then decided against it. Nelson Chajga still stands on the ball before finally playing a long one, and out of play. Throw in to Simba Bhora, to be taken there by Ishmael Nyani. Simba Bhora guiding it backwards. Chazia will pick it up, finding his captain Tafa. A long ball, but then the near side assistant referee's flag is up for offside. Norman Mapeza checking out Mreremba from the middle of the park and giving the roll to Moses Shidolo, jersey number 5. Shidolo on the ball now. Abubakar Moffat finding Albert Manenji, shaping up for a shot. This doesn't go very far. Tafa will take it away only as far as Abubakar. Manenji once more. He's fouled. A free kick. Now it should be Walter Msona to take it.
Walter definitely,
after the departure of his brother Spencer.
Definitely Walter will fancy this one and will take it and can crack them from distance. And that one there, he had to leave it for his older brother, who's also an equally good free kick taker. And I can tell you, Tier 1 are leading Triangle by 2-1 and Triangle. The other scores remaining the same. Manika Diamonds 1. I mean, Ngezi Platinum 1, Manika Diamonds 0. Chicken Inn 2, Dynamos 1. And this one we are watching Scotland 1, Simba Bhora 1.
1-1 it is here to Faro Stadium. Walter Msona to take it. It's a very good position for him. A right foot curler will do. Let's see him take it. The wall has done its job once again. Ndereki stricken away, but it's taken away by Manenji. This one coming to the near side. Manenji picks it up once more. Kamapiliat to Msona. Into the area. He went down looking for it. I don't think so.
Would have been a soft penalty. He looked for it.
I don't know why Simba Bhora is complaining. The referee didn't blow. They should have carried on playing.
Exactly. Exactly, Stanley.
Look, I think Walter Msona realized it late, that if I go down, I might get a penalty. But Mapanje, I think he's correct. We'll take a second look, but I tend to believe with him. I tend to believe that he got it right. Let's see. Here it comes now. The tackle was taken down. Look at it. He had to go towards the defender to make contact. Why on earth are they doing that?
I think we have to,
So I think Lloyd Mapanje is vindicated.
and we have to give credit to Lloyd Mapanje. At times we don't give this referee credit when they do well, because he could have easily blown a penalty under pressure, but he held his own and did well.
Yes, indeed. Play goes through. Naib. Oh!
Goodness
That
me.
could have been a second
A brace
for
for
the Namibian.
Yes, and could they rule that chance? That was a good chance, Stanley. The Namibian Tevin could have made it 2-1 here. A glorious opportunity goes begging. Lack of composure.
A lack of composure indeed. There is the ball going wide. Throw in. Abubakar Moffat stopped in his tracks. We have to wait for treatment to the injured player. That's Lawrence Chazia. Sona.
Walter Musona just talking
I
to
don't
him
know.
saying I was fouled in the box. Never a foul on any day.
He was looking for it. He didn't do a good job. He could have done better, bringing in the cross. And the Manzampofu is warming up his players on the bench. There it is. Managed to bit. That was a good sliding tackle. Must have injured himself in the process, so that will be a bit of a delay before the game restarts, and the referee now is asking the medics to ferry the player off the field of play. These are the Simba Bhora fans. They are in full voice. So yes, looks like the injured player is now going off the field of play. That's Lawrence Chazia. It's a very critical position. They can't afford to miss him. And so all song and dance in the stands. Come up Elliott to Manenji. Manenji tries a cross but fails. It comes off him. These fans enjoying themselves. If they are wearing blue, then you know that is Maviravira. Scotland FC. Throw into Simba Bhora. Manenji has picked up an injury, facial or head injury. The two players are down. I think the referee should immediately call those the stretchers for emergency treatment, but anyway, the respective medical teams are on the field of play. And again, Spencer, we pray that is nothing serious for these two players, because they are vital cogs in their respective sides. Nobody wants to make an injury-inspired substitution.
Yes, I mean, we're concerned that Scotland have already made 3 substitutes, and this will be a first one if the players fail to continue. Happy with the badge.
Yeah, taking pride in his bench. MF Viravira fan.
But I must say, Stanley, Simba Bhora came back from the break a more rejuvenated side and knocking the ball around. They are confident on the ball. They are looking for the opportunity. They are getting the opportunities. But just the finishing part letting them down is with those young Scotland fans.
Yeah, pride of their badge. Showing it to the cameras to say, this is my team. The first goal by Kama Billiat. And it seems a long, long time ago. That was in the 9th minute. That pass by Ndereki to Tsabora was a brilliant thing, and it ended into the back of the net. Simba Bhora finding the equalizer. And that meant the Scotland owner, the Honorable Scott Sakukanya, is an avid soccer fan, is here with us.
I think you have to give credit to Honorable Scott Sapwanya. I think he has transformed not only Scotland football, but also
The entire
football
landscape.
Exactly, the way the league is
Because,
functioning.
I mean, we were covering matches last season. Looking at the crowd, there was nothing like this. We couldn't feel even one side of the stadium. As they come now, Masina, and that pass, he was offside. He didn't take it. Goal kick. But I'm sure they will say free kick. Manzampofu transforming Simba Bhora at halftime. They've done a good job of finding the equalizer. 1-1 as you join us here at Rufaro Stadium. We welcome you with 19 minutes to go. Isaka Mohammed plays it through, but good clearance from Simba Bhora. That's Chazia. Shidolo. Shidolo will pick up the Namibian. Mureremba back to Isaka Mohammed. And he couldn't keep the ball in play. That will be throw-in to Simba Bhora. This is Tafa, the captain, flicking it forward. Cool distribution there from Kevin Moore. Shidolo to Manenji. Kevin Moyo clears the danger. Kennedy blasting it off Kamabiliat, who now gets the second bite of the cherry. Moffat. That was a hospital pass, but Moffat will regain possession. Now Isaka Mohammed. Mureremba turning away from his marker. Scribing a complete circle. Mureremba, he's enjoying himself, but Simba Bhora well aware of the dangers posed by the young man. This is a good pass for Naweb, the scorer of the Simba Bhora goal. Manenji is in trouble. He tries to go forward and bundles him off the ball. Play on, says referee Lloyd Mapanje. Knowledge Msona for Kama Billiard. The scorer of the Scotland goal brings in the ball and is taken away by Ismail Nyani. I mean, did you see how the big defender from Namibia was struggling to stay on his feet after being faced by Kama Billiard? Mohammed. Mureremba. Shidolo. Moffat Abubakar. Manenji. Plays it through from Sona Walter. Manenji, well, his run not well timed as the ball has gone out. I think he pushed the defender Chazia from Simba Bhora, so that will be a free kick.
And Scotland preparing to bring in Timon Machope. If one player who can get the goals, let's see who will be coming in for. I think this season he has not had a great season due to injury. Coming in for youngster Kingsley Mureremba. We have the good afternoon, Stanley, I must say.
Certainly, Mureremba. I mean, he was on the bench most of the time this season. And after 74 minutes, the young man has done a good job. You can see the sort of reception he gets from his coach, Norman Mapeza. Clearly showing that he's happy with what he has done so far.
And
so these changes by Norman Mapeza, what is he trying to tell us, bringing in Machope for Mureremba?
Well, I think he wants to go for kill. He wants to win this game. He knows he cannot afford to slip up after Captain had slipped up yesterday. And this is an opportunity for them to close the gap. But as he stands, Simba Bhora standing in the way, and he wants to go for the kill, bringing in the likes of Timon Machope, Shidolo. These are seasoned players that can get you good results.
Yes, indeed, and I can see that the Namibian is being stretchered off, the goal scorer. And it looks like Manzampofu is going to make an injury-inspired substitution. And if I'm correct in what I'm hearing, it should be Adrian Silla coming on for the injured player, Naweb, Tevin Naweb. This is how it all happened. Manenji, so powerful, managed to muscle him off the ball. And when he went down, he stayed down. So Adrian Silla, just number 57, is a midfielder. And Naweb comes off, and in comes Junior Simaneka, John Petrus. Yes, Simba Bhora making changes as well. Their young fans watching intently. As William Tolle clears it long. Headed away. Kama Billiard can't fasten onto the pass. Machope goes down. Butole Zengube. Taken away by Kama Billiard. Finally, Ngube into the book. Butole Ngube picking up a yellow card. Hopefully, he will start playing clean after this.
He's trading. If he continues playing the way he was playing, he's trading on thin ice. Now you will start to play the game in a clean and better way.
Certainly, he's now walking a tightrope, or trading on thin ice, as you quite rightly say. Look at it. After the tackle, he will always come up with some extras to stop the opponent illegally. Machope beaten in the air. Here comes in now Junior Petrus. Manenji. Two more fats. Gets past one man. Plays it through Silla. But again, line, Simba Bhora looking very fluid. Silla. Nyani. Back to Silla. Confirmation of the yellow card on Butole Zengube. William Tolle taking time on the ball and being challenged by Timon Machope. Charge now. Slowly moving upfield. Just making sure his players are in the preordained positions. Mohammed has given away possession. It's danger here for Mapviravira. Butole Zengube. Silla, Adrian. Back to Ngube, who lays it through, exchanging passes with Silla. Good control. Here it comes with Zabora. Zabora going through. Here it comes. Kennedy. Zabora. Silla's cross is headed away by Moyo.
I must say, good build up from Simba Bhora. Confidence going high, knocking the ball around. The substitutes made by Norman Mapeza are yet to really make an impact and make a game-changing impact. But Simba Bhora continue on that trajectory.
Yeah, in fact, even if the players that have come in for Simba Bhora have already started making contributions. Silla and Petrus, they've been looking quite sharp. Some fans enjoying themselves here at Rufaro Stadium. Manenji with a long ball forward. Brought down neatly by Msona. Oh, brilliant stuff inside the box. The cross comes in and out of play for a corner. A flick. Corner kick. As we take a look at That brilliant pass by Msona. And this one is played into touch. After Billiard brings in a cross. And a chance now, Machope. That was a golden opportunity.
But good save there from William Tolle. I'll tell you, Stanley, the Malawi international, saving the day for Simba Bhora.
Yes, indeed, that was a close call. Teams are now asking questions. Shidolo. Back to Kevin Moy, sensibly played back to Chajga. Oh! Chajga nearly losing the ball to an opponent. He's overcarrying it. What on earth is he doing? My goodness me.
Nelson Chajga.
The most sensible thing, of course, would have been to play the ball down. But he kept on dribbling and dribbling and dribbling.
I think he was confident of what he was doing and managed to pick a foul off Ngube, who can actually get a second yellow card. I mean, look at the first touch was poor, but he managed to recover himself.
He wins that one.
And did well, just showing his footwork that he can also play inside. Great pass. And the follow-through by Buthelezi wasn't the greatest, and Chajga had already passed the ball.
Yeah, Ngube is playing victim because he knows that if the referee sees otherwise, then he's going to walk.
He'll take the long walk. But Chajga, great footwork there from the goalkeeper.
But that was silly, if you ask me. There was no need for Chajga to do that at all. And again, it was also silly by Buthelezi Ngube to always come in and play dirty. But look at it.
For me,
missed the ball completely. And there he is, giving his hand to Chajga.
Like you said, you always got the add-ons. But for me, Stanley, modern football, players should be allowed to express themselves. Remember, we were talking about this off-air before even the game started, that coaches are restricting our local players from being creative. And we like to see what Chajga has done. It gets the fans excited. The fans are paying to come and watch all these trickeries.
But look, coaches are now on very, very lucrative contracts. And if you don't handle yourself well on the pitch there, you could cause him a heart attack. I mean, if you were to interview Norman Mapes about that incident, he will be furious with this goalkeeper.
I mean, if it was Guardiola on the Scotland bench, you'll be very happy with Chajga. I mean, the way he likes his goalkeepers to play.
Yeah, he's a different coach. He's a different man altogether. Chajga to Kevin Moyo. He's got Peter Mdua calling for it, but opts for Machope. Billiard beaten in the air. Simba Bhora clear. Moffat is penalized. Ngube is ready to come back on the field of play, but he will be counting himself very lucky. He's like the proverbial cat surviving 9 lives. He's been doing all sorts of dirty things behind the referee's back. Buthelezi Ngube is a typical hardman. I mean, all defensive linkmen, they don't play it clean. And Masina there claiming that there was a handball. Simba Bhora now with a sense of urgency as they pick up possession now. They're going forward. Nyani lays it through. This is a chance. This one goes wide. No problem there. That was Petrus and trying a killer from outside the box.
And Simba Bhora asking all the questions. I mean, that goal has really transformed them, given them that belief that they can get a second and win this encounter.
Certainly, they are full of belief. There is Petrus. If that was on target, it would have been interesting to see how they would do it. It comes back once again to... Oh! They've got a second goal.
Whoa!
Tabora with the cross. Simba Bhora have taken the lead here, Spencer.
I tell you, Stanley, the Simba Bhora have been dominating this game for the last 10, 15 minutes. They've been asking all the questions, and they deservedly get the second goal. They're passing the ball around confidently, playing with purpose and pushing forward. They just could not get the final touch, but that cross, Stanley, I tell you, it was something else. All the player needed to do was just to guide the ball. The whole stadium has erupted, and the Simba Bhora and the neutrals, even the Caps United fans, are also supporting Simba Bhora today.
Oh yes, because they were looking over their shoulders, and Scotland was coming in hot. William Tolle dancing with their fans. Oh, they are dancing in the stands as well. Young fans. Definitely is not happy about this. Let's see. That was another good cross, and what a connection.
I think, Stanley, we also have to give
Harrison
credit.
Masina getting the ball into the back of the net. That's a long clearance. Picked up once again. Headed away. Massive clearance there from Yanni. Scotland ruling the roost here at Rufaro Stadium.
And Stanley,
This is 87 minutes. It's not looking good for Maviravira.
not looking good for Maviravira, and they have to dig deep to try and salvage something here. Can Simba Bhora hold on in the last 3 minutes?
Let's wait and see as this one comes through. Moffat tries, fails, and it's a corner kick to Simba Bhora.
And Stanley, I was about to say we must also give credit to Mandla Mpofu. He's done well to really transform this team. They lost about 6-7 players at the beginning of the season. Some went to FC Platinum, some went to other teams, but I tell you, he has done a great job of transforming Simba Bhora.
Yes, indeed. Substitution, Buteles Ngube comes off. And William Tolle is down.
Who fancies those antiques?
I don't know what it is that has caused the injury.
Just wanted to break the momentum. You know how it is when you are leading, Stanley.
Yeah, it is. And that's Isaka Gurirab, the Scotland striker. As Norman Mapeza is trying to sharpen his attack. These fans are on Clyde 9 from Shamva. Simba Bhora leading here in confirmation of the substitution. They've taken out a defender, threw in a striker, but then don't forget that Simba Bhora are attacking, and they could be opening up on that, end where the Isaka Mohammed was defending.
But it's a good call from Norman Mapeza, Stanley. It's all or nothing. They are losing, so take the gamble. Put in a striker, maybe you can get an equalizer. Let's see how Gurrab can do here. But that cross, Stanley, was something. And the finish, top class finish.
A top class finish from Masina. Crosses coming from Tabora were devilish, to say the least. This one headed away. We'll be getting stoppage time. I'm being told that it's 7 minutes. Simba Bhora defending with their lives now. Here is Walter Msona, but it's taken away to Manenji. Tightly monitored, Petras has won it. 7 minutes of stoppage time. It comes back again. Oh, danger here once again. Scotland are under pressure. And poorly done. Here is Silla. They left their opponents on the halfway line. This is the danger man. He created the 2 goals for Simba Bhora, but Shidoro can take this one away.
Exciting end to this encounter, Stanley.
Indeed. Here they are. Chiponza winning it. Played through once more. A header by Shidolo doesn't go very far. Peter Mdua makes sure. Buteles when Mube.
Simba Bhora needs to keep possession because they are losing possession cheaply and getting themselves in trouble.
Yes, indeed. Sila is chasing a loose ball. Long one forward, Kamapiliat into space. Keeps the ball in play. Looking for support, will he get it? Now to Isaka Kurirab. Kurirab turns one way, then the other. And the cross will come. That one goes way behind. And
Simba
Kurirab
Bhora,
wastes the effort.
Simba Bhora bringing in Tichona Mandinyenya. And out goes Masina Harrison. They are putting in a midfielder to try and consolidate in the midfield.
Tapio Mandinyenya coming on. He's trying to sharpen his strike force. William Tole waits. There's a player lying injured for Simba Bhora, who are leading here by 2-1.
And I can give you results from other centers. Ngeze Platinum and Lady Manika Diamonds 1-0. Scotland down 2-1 in this match we are covering. Chicken in and Lady Diamonds by 2-1. Triangle are down 1-0 at home to Tel 1 with about 2 minutes to play in all these fixtures.
Yes, indeed, about 2 minutes. Well, here it's about 4 minutes. 2.5 minutes played. And the injured player being fed off the field of play onto the other side. These are the Mapirawira fans. Not very happy with the scoreline here. They just hope their team will be able to fight back and stay on even keel. Here is the clearance. Tole plays a long one. Hit it away by Kevin Moyo. Another one. It's a lovely picture there. Little one realizing that she's on telly. She'll be popular tonight. Throw in now from Sabora. Sabora correct. He created the 2 goals. That's a miscontrolled ball. It's played through. Headed to the far side. That's a late tackle by Sila. He could be in trouble, but the ref has decided against it. He's very lucky there, Adrian Sila, to escape without a yellow card. Here comes a long ball forward. This one goes out of play. Goal kick to Simba Bhora.
Time ticking away in the wrong direction for Scotland.
Chinu, as they say in Shamba. Come again?
I was saying time ticking away for Scotland and time ticking in the right direction for Simba Bhora.
Oh yes, indeed, Simba Bhora.
Chinichavo. The goalkeeper given a yellow card for time wasting. He needs to be careful.
Very surprising. He's saying that there are some missiles raining from the Simba Bhora end. Those are the same people that he is drumming up. Let's see. He's claiming that Kamabiliat is too close, but I think he's got a point.
Yeah, he's got a point.
There was no space for him to play
freely.
Managing to take the throw. You have to hurry up because they are down by 2-1. Machope bundled off the ball illegally. Referee blows to a free kick. Confirmation of Tole's yellow card for time wasting. Into the 6th minute. A minute or so to go. This is their challenge.
Can Simba Bhora hold on to this? It will be a famous win. It will be a good win for them.
Yeah, the stretcher was on. So it's going to be a free kick. Sabora. I think he must have sustained a cut on his lip. He's trying to clean it with some water. Hopefully it's nothing serious. Sona's good-looking cross. This one is played away. Throw in to Maviravira. Good it up. Sona Walter. Another good-looking effort. Sila goes for the challenge. Kennedy clears it away. Comes back to Peter Mdua. He's gone out to try and help out in attack. The 7 minutes are up. Here's a chance for a cross. Sona! Oh dear. Scoops it over the bar.
That's the story.
If it's not your day, it's not your day. The referee Mapanje blows to end the match here. And Simba Bhora, of all teams, have come to Rufaro Stadium to beat Scotland. That's unheard of.
What a match by Simba Bhora. They came here, focused and played a good game of football in the second half. They were confident on the ball, knocking the ball around, and Simba Bhora managing to get the 3 points. What a way and what a game. You have to give credit to Mandla Mpofu's side. They came here with the purpose. The way they finished the first half transformed and went into the second half with the same trajectory. And Simba Bhora taking all the 3 points here. A good result for Simba Bhora.
Certainly a very good result for Mandla Mpofu. He came back with a transformed side in the second half and gave Scotland no chance at all with a spirited display to win this match here by 2-1. It will be interesting to hear what the coaches will have to say, and it looks like we'll start with Norman Mapeza, who will, of course, be talking to Charles CNN Mapika, and because it looks like Charles not ready, but we're looking at the game in the second half, whatever it is that Mandla Mpofu said at halftime, it has worked out, and I think, well, it looks like Charles and company, they are ready. He's ready to talk to Norman Mapeza. Let's get to hear from Norman Mapeza.
Right! What a shocker! A shocker! You would never have believed it. High-riding Scotland, the defending champions, being beaten here in their own turf. And right now I'm joined by Scotland head coach. We still call him Muchina Wemajusi, Norman Mapeza. Well, coach, what happened? I thought first half you had them under the cosh. What happened?
Yeah, look, I always talk about it. We need to bury those half chances. But I think today we had clear-cut chances. I think that was the turning point. That was the turning point. We did everything in the first half. But maybe we could have scored those half chances which I'm talking about. Maybe we could be talking a different story. Then second half, I think same routine, we could have done better because we considered on the near post. We could have done better, but look, it's a game of football. We knew in this marathon, this day will come, and we just need to keep working hard and see what happens come our next game against Platinum. Yeah.
Okay, coach, I always ask this question. How do you pick up your boys from a shocking result? I mean, it was a shocker. Everybody expected Scotland to win. How do you pick them up for the next game?
No, it's a game of football. It's a game of football. There was a time we were going to lose, but look, we need to be psychologically strong. You know, it happens. We had so many positives today, especially in the first half. Second half, we didn't have enough chances, but first half we had good opportunities. So we continue from where we left in the first half because we had so many positives. Yeah.
Well, tough luck, coach. All the best in the next game.
Thank you.
That was Muchina Wema Juicy Norman Mapeza saying, well, you see, that's a game of football. And you can see him just a hug there between him and the victorious coach, head coach of Chinuchedu, this Mantla Lulu Mpofu. Congratulations, head coach. Well, on paper, this was like Scotland, we're going to win it on paper. What was your game plan?
I think, as you are saying, Charlie, no one gave us a chance coming here, playing the defending champions with a lot of quality, and we are motivated. The only thing that I told my boss, let's go there, but let's not embarrass the badge. Let's make sure that we minimize the scoreline as much as possible. If we can, yes, we have to dig even deeper to win. It's okay, but it was difficult for us, and odds were against us for the whole week. But again, playing my senior, my mentor. Remember, Norman is the one who gave me a senior national team collab when he called me to assist him with the national team. So it was always going to be difficult, your teacher. But I guess we started a little bit slow, Charlie. And on a good day, I think they could have punished us. You know, so many good opportunities that we gave away. But I think we get better. Thereafter, last 25, I think we're in charge, we're in control. And we came up second up with a little bit of same spirit and fighting spirit. I think we deserve it. I think we deserve it. I think we sweated blood today. At one time, it wasn't about tactics. It was about, are we hunger? Can we run better than our opponents? That's what we did. I'm happy for the boys. These are precious 3 points, very precious 3 points.
And what a winner from Harrison Masina.
It's doing well. I think he scored 4 goals in 3 games.
He's got 4 goals now.
Yeah, 4 goals in 3 games. And before he scored, I thought he has run out. And I thought, let me take him out. Just a quarter of a second, he gave us a winner. What a player.
Lulu, all the best. Congratulations. Wish you a safe trip back to Shamba.
Thank you, Charlie. Thank you.
Right. That's football for you. You see, Norman Mapeza saying, well, it's part of the game. And Lulu Mandlampofu just summing it up, very happy. He said he was just going to take out Harrison Masina before he scored a quarter of a second. That's football for you. Well, I hope you enjoyed this game as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you yet once again. But our scoreline, Nasinda Buddha, and all of us were wrong, all 3 of us. Well, that's just about it. Thanks once again for being with us on ZBC TV Sports. Do enjoy the rest of your viewing here on ZBC TV. From everyone in the ZBC TV Sports crew, fronted by our producers, Bevan Shinurai, Stuart Soriwa, Tinashe Manyoni, and Gina Gwanzura. Yes, we say, remember to take care of your loved ones and each other. I'm Charles, legendary CNN Mabika. Until we meet again, it's bye-bye for now.
Chiziriti ndori tsindira mageto yutsindo vaimbira tacho mukuru wanga igare funde badiki havangani kunde hatisingano waisitse funde challenge challenge just to buy nini nova say again challenge baningina nova challenge just to buy nova banga ndiniri kukanda kanda bana kumira ndiri kukaka kunga chipache ndichikava kava challenge. Baningina Dinova. Challenge. Challenge. Just to Banova. Kudo Kuru Peta Musco Vadiki Vakuchke. Inini Negukura Sondika Gochke. Mina Wiliki all the masse. Kem, utanzwa ipapa, yakunzinda tisa. Ibongo rimoto uri kupisa. Dotungita moto kupabo kuchetungwisa. Kubuda machipisa, moto ndino pirisa.